Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. That's some decision to start this game. You roll the dice on the opening kickoff. You steal a possession and set up your offense with momentum. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Who makes the grab? Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. It'll be a 34-yard try. No problem. Knocks it right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here. Makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. First down here for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out with fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Important second down play coming up. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try and run it with the fullback. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
They'll hand it off. Fighting him off. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, and it'll be fourth down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Bounce right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. Powering through. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. First and 10 now for the offense. And the same runner's got it again. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
Finds the receiver wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of the first quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And he lofts it toward the sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play.
And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now here.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They'll run it here. Finding some room at the 25. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Promising start to the drive, and now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, and some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. And the quarterback just sneaks it. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
How about that defensive front and the linebackers collapsing down on the football? You would think that the quarterback sneak is a safe call, an easy call to get the yards that you need, but not with that push by that defensive line.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's looking deep here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Out comes the punt team now on second down. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense getting set, second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble now. Finding space at the 20. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
The offense really clicking here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Creative running there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he finds his tight end for the catch. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Dump off caught by the running back. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, really starts to wear you out.
Not able to connect. Incomplete. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, handoff inside. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Georgia now operating in the red zone. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense really clicking. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up in the air. He'll go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's got it. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Wow, what a play by this safety. Sometimes you'll see teams around the country not willing to play much cover 2 because they're concerned about the safety and coverage. But in this case, man, he played it perfectly, read the football, and made the interception.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense has been clicking so far. But they get aggressive, go for more before halftime. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Okay, 2nd and 10 from their own 1. This is an important play. They want to avoid a 3rd and long at this spot on the field. And still backed up. He's looking to throw it again. This time it's complete. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Dogs will come to the line and crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit. He wasn't able to complete this pass.
And it's taken right on the midfield logo. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Makes the catch downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Off target with a throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass. It's Harris. And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly. He's at the 50. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Dogs. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Oh, my gosh, he completely baits the quarterback here. The quarterback thinks he can dump it off to the running back. The defense anticipates it, steps in front of it, and goes to the house for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Minner's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The pickup is 7 yards, now it's 2nd and 3.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Catch made on the out route. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Georgia. And the beatdown continues. His passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Here's the second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sideline. It's Marshall. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try.
Fourth down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They'll feed the back again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
The Gators offense retakes the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Close to the tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. And the Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. He'll hand it off. They prevent the touchdown. Ball will be spotted at the 3. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Backfield now, where they go for 2. As a design quarterback keeper. And he gets the 2-point conversion to get back within 3 scores here. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
38-15.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And here's the handoff. That'll pick up a 1st down out at the 37.
That's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fights off a defender. Brought down after the nice spin move. Just a small gain by the offense. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle, but first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And the Bulldogs pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
The Dogs will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Incompletion makes it second down. Hands off to the left. Running with purpose. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Florida.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early, allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. It's a two-score game, so hope is still alive here in the late going. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Breaking free at the 35. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Testing the right side here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down after a short gain there. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Dogs hustle to the line to run that hurry up. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. He's escaping the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Defense is coming after him. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Oh, it's a reverse. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And this one is getting ugly. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into the second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws a rocket toward the right side. And he pulls in the catch. Finally brought down, but the game moves into the 44. And the Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Looking to chuck it again. And he's going to launch it deep again. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Gators looking to keep this drive moving.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Enough for the 1st, but still going. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down play coming up. Give it to the back again. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Running play called on 3rd and short. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, they can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.